Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. Ether has continued or is continuing to move sideways. Not really much happening, not really much happened since Friday when also Ether dropped in quite a direct fashion like Bitcoin. The structure is a little bit different though. The structure is a little bit different. What do we have here on the ETH chart? Well, we continue to have a situation in which this wave 2, this larger wave 2 has possibly bottomed on the 3rd of January. That's at least currently the working thesis, okay, and which is currently being tested by the price in real time. So since then, we've seen only 3 waves up, however. Okay, so I've got a wave 1, I've got a wave 2, I've got a wave 3. This could be a 4. Yep, could be done. Wave 4 might be done. But then I haven't got anything that's clearly saying wave 5 has started. It could have, as long as this wave 4 low stays intact. That's at $2,457. This could then be A, B, C, or maybe ABC grows into a larger ABC. It has to be an ABC structure in wave 5 because we're dealing with a diagonal pattern, okay? This is not to be mistaken with an impulse, so we can trust it less than an impulse. We can't really trust it at all. So it's not like, okay, we have a great structure here. No, it's at best a diagonal, maybe even a corrective structure. Okay, so what I see here is a wave 1 with 3 waves, could also be an A wave. A wave 2, okay, that could be a B wave, and a wave 3, which could be a C wave. So it could just be an ABC structure, and we might break down again, which is why we can't trust it. That's why it's so important to follow the support levels and understand when the structure is breaking. Now, in an alternative interpretation, I just added it for info earlier today. It is possible that, for example, this wave 4 is still unfolding as a triangle. That's basically the blue count. It just doesn't make any great difference. It's just something for additional info. It could be that the 4th wave is still unfolding as triangle because it looks a little bit like a triangle here. And to be honest, one more higher low could do it, could complete this structure, but the price would need to stay above what I have labeled here as blue wave C. So that would be the invalidation point at 2,469. But that's just the microstructure. Against these levels I just mentioned, the focus could be on higher. At the same time, we haven't got great evidence that the move up has started. A break above this A wave high would be good evidence actually. That's at 2,591. Now, okay, what happens if we break out of this range to the downside? I can tell you it wouldn't be great, but we would still have 2 support levels that the wave 4 could use. It would be a deep wave 4, but we still could justify an unfolding wave 4 with still a wave 5 to come into this target area up there between 2,764 and 2,842. This target area might change a little bit depending on where the wave 4 eventually bottoms, but that's sort of from what I can see now. And yeah, ideally the wave 4 doesn't break to the downside. If it does, it will already, in my opinion, increase probabilities for a more bearish interpretation, but it still is a valid interpretation as long as the $2,360 level is holding. A break below that level would have bearish implications because it would it's too deep for a wave 4 then, okay? And it likely means that we are falling back into the wave 2 scenario, basically where this wave 2 bottomed on the 3rd of January, at least that's currently assumed, but a break below this support area would likely reset this wave 2. Funny enough, it might be that this wave 2 will never end below that 3rd of January low or below the A wave low that formed on the 18th of December. Why? Because of the high B wave, the very high B wave. So all of this could still be part of that wave 2. A wave, B wave, C wave. A so-called running flat pattern in which the C wave wouldn't end below A. It's just possible. And it might end then around $2,200. We can calculate that by taking the length of the A wave, go to the high of the B wave, and the 1.618 extension level from the high takes us to around about 2,200. Now, that's just something to observe, just a level to watch. But I just want to make sure that it's clear that if we break below support, it might be that we only form, or that the price only forms a marginally lower low. Now the low isn't in until we see a first 5-wave move to the upside, but it's just something to watch, just a level to watch. So that's my update about Ether. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.